Hello students, today we are going to discuss about one new chapter, that is trigonometry. Up to class 9 you have not gone through this chapter, so that means first time you are doing trigonometry. Sometimes some students, they are very scared of this chapter, they think that it's very difficult, but let me give you the basics. You will find that it's really interesting and simple also. Now let me start with the name of the chapter, that is trigonometry. Here, as you can see, here three basic words are there. Tri, trigonometry. So here, from the first word, that is tri, that means three. This gono word, it might have been derived from the word gono, or it may be derived from the word. Mathematicians disagree. Some of them agree that it is developed from the word gon, and some of them say it is developed from the word gonia. Gon means side, and gonia means angle, and metri means measurement. So that means basically it is the measurement of three-sided figure. That means it is a triangle. The next thing that we are going to do now is that what type of triangle we are going to consider. Though trigonometry you can apply for different situations, different triangles, but here we are going to restrict ourselves to only those triangles where one right angle is there. That means we are going to deal with the triangles where one of the angle is 90 degree. That means right angle triangle. Why it is called right angle triangle? Because this angle is 90. Just because this is 90 degree, the side opposite to this 90 degree, I think most of you know from your previous class knowledge that this is called hypotenuse. Clear? This is a right angle triangle. This angle is right 90 degree. That means the side which is opposite to 90, that is hypotenuse. Now suppose you are viewing from this one, this position, and this is yourself. Then which one will be the base of this triangle? This one will be the base. Then I will say this is the base. And the side, other one, side which is opposite to this angle, this one will be termed as perpendicular. I think that much is clear. When you are viewing from this side, this will be considered as the base angle. Then this is the base, this is the perpendicular, and the side which is opposite to 90 degrees is called hypotenuse. Generally, sometimes in some books they write base as the adjacent side, and perpendicular as the opposite side. Now suppose I have drawn this triangle where this is, suppose this one is A, B, C. Now I am doing the same triangle A, B, C, but you are viewing from this position. If you are the viewer, then for you this will be the base, this will be the perpendicular, and this will be the hypotenuse. So remember, depending on your position, the base of the triangle is going to change. If you are here, this is your base, and if you are here, then this is the base, and this will be the base angle. Clear? Base angle, base, base angle, base. Now, with this knowledge, we can start the basics of this chapter, that is the trigonometric ratios. We know in a triangle there are three sides, and just because three sides are there, we can take ratio of this side by this side by this side, or you can say this one by this one also. So let me draw a triangle where triangle is, suppose ABC. This is 90 degree, this is hypotenuse, this one let me consider base, and this one is perpendicular. Once I have drawn like this, if I take the ratio of this side by this side, ratio means it is a comparison of two similar quantities, both of them are lengths, so I can take this as length. So if I take perpendicular by hypotenuse, this by this, that is AB by AC, I am going to get, this is a ratio. This one in trigonometry we use the term sin theta, SINE, sin theta, but in short we use SIN. So that's why though SIN is not seen, it is sin. Sin theta means this angle we have considered to be theta. Next one is, if I take the ratio of this side by this side, that is base by height, hypotenuse, then I am going to get cosine theta, which in short we write cos. If I take this perpendicular and this base, so I am going to get P by B, perpendicular by base, it will be tangent theta. In short, we write tan. That means basically we got three ratios here: perpendicular by hypotenuse, which is sin theta; base by hypotenuse is the cos theta; and perpendicular by base is the tan theta, or in full form it is tangent theta. From this we can get another relationship. If I take the reciprocal of it, reciprocal will be h by p. Then this is called cosecant theta. In short, we write this one as cosec theta. If you take b by h, I can take h by b here. If it is h by b, I am going to get secant theta. In short, sec theta. And if I take opposite of this, that is b by p, I am going to get cotangent theta. In short, we write cot theta. So once you know sin theta, you can find cosec theta. Once you know cos theta, you can find sec theta. And if you know tan theta, you can find cot theta. And they are reciprocal in nature: p by h, h by p; b by h, h by b; p by b, b by p. With this, we have given you the basic idea about the trigonometric ratios. Now, suppose this is one right angle triangle. Since I am considering this one to be the base angle, so this is base, this is perpendicular, and this is hypotenuse. So I can write sin theta. We know it is the ratio of perpendicular and hypotenuse. Cos theta, base by hypotenuse, and tan theta, perpendicular by base. Now to remember these three, you can remember with a poem. Say, some people have curly brown hair, turns permanently black. This is nothing to do with mathematics, just to remember. This is a trick by which you can remember this. S for sine, P for perpendicular, H for hypotenuse. Some people have, just see, sin theta is perpendicular by hypotenuse. Curly brown hair. So cos theta is B by H, cos theta is B by H. Last line is turns permanently black, so it will be tan theta is P by B. Just see, very easily you can remember these three. And once you know these three, remaining three also you can easily write. Like cot theta, we know cot theta is opposite of tan, so it will be B by P. Opposite of cos theta is sec theta. Sec theta will be H by B. And opposite of sin theta is cosec theta. Cosec theta will be H by P. After knowing this, you can relate them. How sine and cosec related, all of you have seen now. Sine P by H, cosec H by P. So I can write sin theta equals to 1 by cosec theta. What is the relation between cos and sec? B by H, H by B. So all of you can write yourself only now. Cos theta is 1 by sec theta. And relation between tan and cot? Tan theta equals to, tan theta will be 1 by cot theta. Is it clear? Similarly, we can write cosec theta will be 1 by sine. Sec theta will be 1 by cos. And cot theta will be 1 by tan theta. Another thing that we can get from this, suppose tan theta, what we have written? P by B. So you write sin theta divided by cos theta. We know sin theta is what? P by H, P by H. And cos theta is B by H. So this becomes P by H into H by B. H and H you can nullify. You are going to get P by B. And what is P by B? P by B is tan theta. So I can write equals to tan theta. From this we can write another two formula where tan theta equals to sin theta by cos theta, and cos theta equal cot theta equals to sin theta, cos theta by sin theta. So these are the basics of the trigonometric ratios. Once you know these trigonometric ratios, you can proceed towards our numericals. Thank you.